Look, I'm going to tell you why I like this movie so much.
Okay,
I'm watching this film, and let's face it, the best action films of all time come from the 80s. And I'm watching this film, and I had such a sense, it had this 80s action feel sense to me. Why did you like this project so much when you were first looking at it?
Well, I think for the same reason why Stephen and James wanted to create the film in the first place. I mean, they're big fans of 80s action films as well. And I think there's something about the excitement of those films when they were being made, and you know the money that was being spent on them, and you know the balance between characters who could get away with not taking things too seriously, etc. And on some level I've struggled with that in the past because I think it's led to sort of people being flippant about characters being shot left, right and centre without a sort of given a second thought. But what is good about those films, I think, is, as I say, is that balance of finding characters in times of peril and trying to sort of save the world. There was obviously a lot of save the world kind of stories being done in the 80s, and yet maintaining a sense of humour throughout that, and that's obviously what these guys wanted to do, and that's what I found appealing about it.
Now, you mentioned characters who sometimes don't take things too seriously. I would watch 20 snow movies.
Really?
I would watch 20 or 30 movies just about snow. I loved this character so much.
That's a lot of working out for me.
Yeah, it is. You were in great shape for this.
A lot of hours in the gym.
But when you guys first started talking about Snow, how did you guys want him to come across? What sort of personality did you envision him having when you were approaching the film?
Well, look, I appreciate you asking me what I wanted, but as I say, it is very much, the character that I played is very much what they created. I mean, Stephen, who has a great sense of humour himself, and so does James, but Stephen was the one I primarily talked to about the character. He said, I want him to make me laugh. I want this to be the most sort of over-the-top scenario. Let's send the president's daughter to outer space and these prisoners take a hostage. It's like a scenario that no one could even really imagine. But I want, in the midst of it all, I want this guy to make me laugh. And he's an Irish guy, James, Stephen and James, our two directors, are both Irish guys. And so they've got great senses of humour themselves. And so they just wanted to be amused by this guy constantly. And, but also not to lose the sense of reality, I suppose, of what was going on. So it is heightened, obviously, but I think they want the audience to feel the same way that they do about this guy, and as I say, to sort of laugh at his jokes and laugh at the fact that he is a smart aleck and that he doesn't take things too seriously.
Well, listen, I've talked about why I like it so much, but I'm going to get you to put on your salesman hat just for a second. Why are AMC audiences going to really enjoy Lockout?
I think they will enjoy Lockout because of the balance of a really great, interesting drama in a sort of an action world, but also the great sense of entertainment. I mean, that's why films from the past work so well, that you can be taken on a ride that feels real, that feels like it's something you could imagine, but you're also entertained by it. It doesn't feel like a lecture or whatever, So hopefully that's what it is.
Listen, I had a lot of fun watching this film. We're so excited for it. We can't wait to have it on AMC screens. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Thanks.